First, let me say thanks for taking time out to watch this video. With a company called Ignited Services, I also have a company called Sell Steve Brokering Company, brokering firm. And I'll explain a little bit how we got into this. I've been in the RV industry since 2010. I've worked for 3 different dealerships. I can say the first dealership, I was run out of the business because of over-promising, under-delivering. But with that being said, I learned what I did to that dealership. Caused a lot of harm. I seen, a guy that gave me an opportunity to sell RVs. The loose ends, what it caused a lot of damage. People probably not doing any business with him because of it. Again, not wanting to go into work because you're always worried about what people are going to say. But I was able to correct that. And the owner of that business sat down and talked to me, and it was best we went separate ways, but he was a really good guy that kind of said, "Hey Steve, your next location, let's do it different." So I did. Went to another place. Man, and I really had a lot of success, but coming from the first place, I'd already learned my lesson in loose ends, but what I learned was 23% of my 23% of my business come from the ups. So I needed to do something different. So I started a web page and a Facebook page, RV Selling Steve. I flooded myself on the internet. Advertising, radio, I was on the radio a lot. So I did everything I could. I wanted people to know who I was. I felt like everybody should buy from me. I felt like I was the best in the business at the time, but I never had an ego about it because of the first place I'd been. So I was with this place for a few years and did really well. Wasn't a whole lot of money to be made there percentage-wise. They didn't run a whole lot of bonuses. But I was able to do a lot of good things there. I was able to learn how to under-promise and over-deliver. Also learned how to average 14 to 16 units in my 10-year career. To be exact, was 14.8, and that's on the new units. I was also able to average 5 to 7,000 on the front end. Okay, get to the last place I was at. I had to learn how to sell off value instead of price. I'd sold Heartland, Keystone, Forest River, and a few Coachmen, and a few others. Not that those are bad products. I sold them to my family, friends. I'm not biased towards any dealership. But the thing is, I had to learn how to sell off value. I was selling Jaycos for a place called Rocket RV in Decatur, Alabama. Great people. Well, once I started selling them, I was making 30% at that time, plus bonuses. So going from about 12%, $7 an hour, to 30%, I did really, really well. With that being said, I had a daughter that was 11 years old at the time, and I had a buddy that got really sick, so I just felt like it was time for me to come home. But while I was in this business, I was really good at doing business with a lot of people. And I'll kind of show you through this slide who I've done business with. Ball and Bill Whittington, played for the Chicago Bulls, 3-time champ. Know him very well, sold him an A-class. I don't know if y'all know the Turtle Man. Woo, 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 woo. I've sold him a couple. That's Jason Lambert. He fishes on the MLF Pro Bass Fishing Tour. That's Confederate Railroad. Sold them a couple buses. And that's Whitey Morgan. Not sure if you guys have ever heard of him, but if you like Waylon Jennings, any folks like that, he sounds just like him. I recommend getting involved. If you like that kind of music, he's really great. That's Jason Lambert again out on the tour. That's him out there on the tour too. So with that being said, that's just a few. That's Jason Lambert. That's just a few of people that I've sold to. Miranda Lambert. Some of them didn't want their pictures taken. Cody Jinks. So I've got a ton of clientele that I still do business with. So we also have another company called Ignited Services. So I'm willing to do business with whoever does business with me. And the best part about this is once I got out of it, I thought about opening up a dealership in Evansville, Illinois, or Indiana. And I decided all of a sudden, man, I just didn't want to be at a place stuck there all the time. And plus, I was still an hour and a half for my daughter. So the guy that got me in the car industry, he come to me with this lead generation program, and he had been working on it for 12 years. So this didn't happen overnight. So I'm going to cut to the chase real quick. It's $2,000 a month. And wait till you hear the value we bring to your dealership. Now, he did it with the car dealerships. Last year, he had 288 car dealerships. He was able to retain 97.8% of the people that were on this platform. Okay, we have other products, but this is the only one I'm explaining. He charged $5,000 to the car dealerships and still retained that. So anybody that's on your website right now, we are able to show you their name and show you Google Maps their house. That's right, I said it right, their house. And their names and their numbers. Here's the best part though. So as we're able to see anywhere from 92 to 97% of the people on your website, we're going to turn those into leads for you. Not junk leads, good leads. So the people that leave your website are people that are shopping at other locations close to you. We're able to get 15 to 23% of those folks back to your dealership to turn them into leads. Now these just aren't any leads. We're able to know what units they were looking at, and I'm talking, say that the stock number is 5028. Exactly that unit. We're able to see used, new, and to the exact unit that these folks are looking at. We know when they're ready to buy. We know that absolutely they know we're calling. Not every time, but most of the time they know you're calling them, okay? So you've got what they were looking at, what time frame they want to buy, they know you're calling, and so also the numbers that we're able to provide is who was looking at what unit the most, where are you getting the most attention from? We're able to see who's in the service department, the used, the new, and break that down in graphs. So we don't have any contract. Forget the contracts. We don't need them because we produce the numbers. Now, I've had some other dealerships say they had something like this, but they were using 4 companies into one, trying to interface, but they weren't able to still get these results. So here is also what I'm willing to do. If you decide to do this, I haven't really sat down and called these leads yet. I know they're good ones because I've been in the industry, and obviously the people that are listening to this are probably general managers, and you understand too that the leads with this much data, they're probably going to be a lot easier to close. I'll come to the dealership. I will make some calls with you. If you had some salesmen that you wanted me to talk to as far as the loose ends, what it can do, or how I was able to sell that many a month, I would love to. As a matter of fact, if you're doing business with the lead system, I'm willing to give my time up and to give back to your dealership and not charge anything to come do this for you. Okay? This is what I'm willing to do. So, and I feel like I give that back, that's how I'm successful. So I'll maybe run a little long, but I just kind of want to let you know exactly what we have to offer. This is hands down the best lead system in the country. My name is Steve Puckett, RV Selling Steve for all your camping needs. If you want to look at my website, but it's in process of being changed right now to a brokering deal because I'm going to start brokering these deals, and I will bring them to your locations also. 270-543-9527. Again, Steve Puckett, and I hope everybody has a great day. Thanks.